The FIA has postponed rendering its final judgment on who adhered to financial standards last year until Monday. Last season, a $145 million cap was placed on the teams, and they were all required to stay below it. Additionally, they were instructed to keep track of all of their expenditures and turn in their documentation for inspection to the FIA. After examining the paperwork to ensure that all the numbers add up, the governing body issued certificates of conformity to the teams that follow the guidelines. Red Bull and Aston Martin were listed in a report last week which claimed that two teams may have gone over the financial limit in the previous season. It suggested that Red Bull had exceeded the financial limits by about $10 million, which would place them in a serious violation. Toto Wolff, the head of Mercedes, claimed the FIA had been looking into Christian Horner's team for months and that the Austrian team had overshot by more than 5%. These claims incensed Horner, who's rumored to be exploring legal action for what he views as slander. On Wednesday, the FIA was scheduled to complete its study of the records and reveal who had adhered to the cost cap and who had not. They did, however, confirm that they won't be able to finish that until the beginning of the next week. There are several possible explanations for this, one of which being the recent revelations on Wednesday morning that Red Bull had overspent, although only by a small amount, less than 5%, which is a tiny overrun. Additionally, it was claimed that the Milton Keynes-based team had discovered a gap in the legislation that allowed for a more flexible application of the laws. If that were the case, the FIA would have to seek for mitigating factors, which they were unable to do so by Wednesday night. Another possibility is that they have determined that Red Bull or any other team have violated the rules and are finalizing a punishment that is appropriate for the seriousness of the violation. So friends, what do you think of the recent news about cost cap violations? Let us know in the comments down below and take care.